Good afternoon again, friends. Today we are going to see the principles of management. Today's lecture we are going to cover what is management, different definitions of management, different functions of the management, the functions and its importance for the organization. So let's start today. A business develops in a course of time with the complexities. With increasing complexities, managing the business has become a difficult task. The need of existence of management has increased tremendously. Management is not essential only for business concerns but also banks, schools, colleges, hospitals, religious bodies and everything. Every business unit has some objective of its own. These objectives can be achieved only with the coordinated efforts with the several people or the personnel those who are working in the organization. The work numbers of persons are properly coordinated to achieve the objective and process of management is not matter of pressing button, pulling lever, issuing order or the scanning profit loss statement. Rather, it is a power to determine what shall happen to personalities and happiness of the entire people. The power of shape of destiny of nation and all nations which make up the world. Management is a vital aspect of economics of a country. It is a part of economic factor of a human life, which is an organized group activity. It is concerned as an institution in the modern social organization marked by scientific thoughts, technological innovation. One or the other form of management is essential whenever human efforts are to be undertaken collectively to satisfy wants through some productivity activity and occupation or the profession. Management that regulates human man's productive activities, coordinating use of material resources. Without the leadership provided by management, the resources of the production remain resources and never become production. Management allows to everyone for making a proper coordination between the available resources in the organization. It will help management to utilize its resources at its stake and to complete the organizational target. Although there are different definitions given by different scientists or management thinkers for the management. Although management as a discipline is moreover 18 years old, there is no common agreement among its experts and practitioners about its precise definition. In fact, this is so in case of all social sciences like philosophy, psychology, economics, political science, and many other subjects. As a result of unpredicted and breathtaking technological developments, business organizations have grown in the size and complexity, causing consequential changes in the practices of management. Many management experts have tried to define management, but no definition of management has been universally accepted. Let us see some definitions from the management thinkers. Peter Drucker says management is an organ. Organ can describe and define only through its function. Now, when we are talking about the organ or we are comparing management with a organ, so it is having the different functions. Same management having a various functions in the organization, which includes planning, organizing, coordinating, controlling, and many more. According to Terry, management is not people, it is an activity like walking, reading, swimming, or running. People who perform management can be designated as a member of management and executive leaders. Where Henry Fayol give a simple and sweet definition for the management. To manage is to forecast and plan, to organize, compound, coordinate, and to control. Now, when we are talking about the plan, organize, compound, or coordinate, means all these things are aiming towards the achievement of organizational objective. The different objectives which have been set or the goals have determined by the organization can be achieved with these all different functions of management. Wherever Wheeler says management is concerned, centered in the administrator or manager of the firm who integrate man, material, money into an effective operating limit. Means what? He is trying to say that management enables management to utilize its resources, which is man, machine, material, and money, which are the four M's of management, properly and more effectively to increase the production and to achieve the organizational goal. Now, we are going to see the different functions of the management. Now, in first definition, Itadaka said that it is an organ. So, organ having a different functions. First one is having a planning. Planning is the most fundamental and the most precisive of all management functions. If people working in a group have to perform effectively, they should know in advance what is to be done, what activity they have to perform in order to do what is to be done and when it is to be done. Planning is concerned with what, how, and when of performance. It is deciding the present about the future objective, course of action for their achievement and its involvement. Just like they have given some kind of common characteristics for the planning. Determination of long and short range objectives, development of strategies and course of action to be followed for the achievement of these objectives, formulation of policies, procedure, rules, etc. for the implementation of the strategies and plans. Now we will have a example for the planning. Now the planning example means for at individual level, if I am going to plan to some city, for example, I am planning to go to Pune. So when I am trying to go to Pune, I have to plan the things. Now the course of action which I need to follow. Now plan the things means what? When should I go? At what time should I go? And what are the different kind of ways to reach Pune? Just like you are having a train, you are having a bus, or you are having your own car. But planning is mainly the reason of how you are going to, why you are going. Now your objective is clarified. Just like I am going to Pune to get a duplicate certificate or a photocopy of my 10th class certificate. Now this is my objective. My objective is clear. So according to that objective, I am going to plan the things, or I am going to arrange or organizing the things. Organization having the same point of view. If organization planning to increase their production by 20%, the organization is going to plan the things. The planning in the terms of training the proper training given to the employees, to recruit the new employees. Then they are going to increase the machinery. They are increased to get the raw material. They are going to make the proper planning how they are going to do it. Just like any function which is arranged in your own house, just like you are having a marriage, you are having a naming ceremony, where you are going to plan the things, how you are going to achieve that objective, or how smoothly you are going to complete that proper function. Second one, you are having the organizing. Now organizing means what? When you have thing already planned. Just like I have planned, I am going to Pune by bus. Now I am going to organize all the things, or organization is decided to recruit the employees. Now how they are going to organize? First one, they are going to organize the advertisement. Now advertisement again differs from the objective. If you are going to recruit the freshers, So then they are going for the walk-ins or they are going for the college interviews. If they are going to recruit the experts or the experienced person, then they are going for the consultancy, they are going for the web portals. Then what they are going to have, they are going to have the proper organizing. Means you are having calling the application, shortlisting the application. After shortlisting the application, they are calling that shortlisted employees for the interview. Means what? You have planned the things, you have organized the things to complete your objective. So that's why organizing involves identification of activities required for the achievement of enterprise's objectives and implementation of plans. Grouping of activities into the job, assignment of these jobs and activities to departments and individuals, delegation of responsibility and authority for the performance, and provision for vertical and horizontal coordination of activities. Every manager has to decide what activities have to be undertaken in his department or section for the achievement of the goals and interested. Having identified the activities, he has to group the identical similar activities in order to make the job, assign them job or a group of activities to his subordinate, delegate authority to them so as to enable them to make decision and initiate action for the undertaking these activities, and provide coordination between himself and his subordinate and among the other subordinates. Organizing involving different functions, just like grouping the activities, assigning the jobs to the employee, delegating to the authority, and establishing the network of coordination between the relationship. After organizing, the next step, which is called the staffing. Now, what is the staffing? Staffing is a continuous and vital function for the organization. After the objective has to be determined, strategies, policies, programs, procedure, rules, formula has to be formulated. Then it is identified and grouped into the jobs. The next logical step in the management process is to procure a suitable personnel for mining the job. Since the efficiency and effectiveness of organization significantly depends on the quality of personnel, and since it is on the primary function of management to achieve qualified and trained people to fill the various positions, staffing has been recognized as distinct function of the management. It companies having a several functions for the management, just like manpower planning involving determining the number of kind personnel required for the organization to fulfill its objective in the future, recruitment for the attracting the adequate and the suitable workforce for the organization, selection of the most suitable person for the job, placement, induction, orientation, promotion. There are the many activities comes under the staffing. Next one, you are having the directing. Now when you are talking about the directing, it is very clear that this function leads to the employee to perform effectively and contributing their optimum to the achievement of organizational objective. Jobs assigned to the subordinate have to be explained and clarified. They have to be provided guidance in the job performance. They are to be motivated to contribute their optimization, which includes communication, motivation, leadership, where the organization or the management guiding or giving a direction to the employees for the organizational success. Then you are having the coordination. Coordination is the function of establishing relationship among the various parts of organization that they all together pull in the direction of organizational objectives. It is thus the process of trying together all organizational decisions, operations, activities, and efforts so that to achieve it can achieve the unity of action for accomplishment of the organizational objective. The significance of the coordination process has been highlighted by the Mary Folted. The manager in the view should ensure that he has organized with all its parts coordinated so moving together in their closely now and adjusted activities. Now when the coordination or what is a coordination? First one, it is a unity of direction, unity of command, effective communication and effective leader. These are some key features for the effective coordination. First one, clear definition and authority responsibility of relationship. Here every employee should know to whom he have to report, what are the different people are having different authorities, how they are going to direct the people. Second one, unity in a direction. Unity in a direction means every employee will get a direction from a common point of view. Reason why, if there is a different direction from the different team leaders or different leaders, it will create chaos or confusion in the mind of employee. The unity of command means you have to gather all the command or you have to give the authority to a single person who can easily communicate or who can easily establish its impact onto the employee. Now the effective leader is the most important part in that. Reason why, followers are following its leadership. Followers are inspired by the leader. So leader who is going to give the direction, who is going to give the command, who is going to motivate, inspire its follower or the employees. So that's why the coordination is a vital or the important key factor for the management functioning. Last but not the least, which is a controlling. Now when you are going to plan the things, you are organize everything, you are doing the proper coordination. But when you are doing all these things, all these have to be controlled to achieve the target. Now that's where the controlling plays a important role. Controlling is the function of ensuring that divisional, departmental, sectional and individual performances are consistent with the prescribed objective and goals. Deviation from the objective and plans have to be identified and investigated, and corrective action needs to be taken. Deviations from plans and objective provide feedback to the managers. All other management processes including planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, coordinating, everything. Controlling implies the objectives, goals and standards of the performance exist and are known to the employee and their superiors. It also implies flexible and dynamic organization which will permit changes in the objective, plans, programs, strategies, policies, organizational design, staffing policies, practices, leadership style, communication, etc., and many more things. Thus, controlling involving the major three processes. First one, measurement and performance against the predetermined goals, identification of deviation and taking the corrective action for the deviation. Means it will help organization to maintain the performance, or it will help the organization move into the right direction and to achieve its the total objective. So now today's lecture we have seen what is the management, definition of management and it's important for the organization. As well as we have also gone through the different functions of management, which is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, controlling. In next lecture we will see about the nature and the management and what is difference between administration. Now that's all for today. Thank you very much.